Good morning. Back again.
Good morning, ma'am.
So yes, children, on which passage will be?
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning, Vishnu. Yes, for any in general, tell me. Please get your books. Get your comprehension books quickly, without wasting a minute.
Ma'am.
Good morning.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, for you to tell me. Sure, moving.
I am coming in the meeting. Ma'am, we have done the third chapter. Yes, ma'am. Today we have to start fourth chapter.
But then in case that case, children, you need to send me the fourth chapter because I don't have it. I don't have it.
May I send?
Yes, please send for you.
Okay.
If you can send it in the form of a PDF, it will be better for you. So children, we have to, today we will be starting with a new chapter. Okay, Hanya, are you able to hear me now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Great, 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 great. Children, the previous one, everybody has done and everybody's work is checked of the previous comprehension.
Ma'am, done and checked as well.
Good. What about Brinda? Is your work done and checked?
Ma'am, sent. Ma'am, your voice is very slow.
What, beta?
Ma'am, your voice is very slow.
My voice is very slow. I don't know why is it like this. Children,
Yes,
the
ma'am.
others can hear me properly, or for you also the voice is very slow.
Yes, ma'am. No, it's fine. It's clear.
Then Hanya, I think there is some network error from your end, beta.
No.
Okay. So yes, the first again topic is John Trolley writes to Dr. Lexi. The first, like again, we have to use these words in meaningful sentences. And to use them into meaningful sentences, first we need to know their meaning as well, right, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So, Soumya Kapoor finally. Hello, Soumya. Join. Right, so first we need to know the meaning of these words. The first word is seafaring. What's the meaning of seafaring? What is the meaning of seafaring?
We are like regularly voyaging by the sea.
Okay.
Ma'am means the use of the sea for travel or transportation.
Right. Good.
Ma'am, it's like the practice.
First, we'll write down the meaning of the words, then we'll make sentences. Next is abominable. What's the meaning of abominable?
Ma'am, like we're able to do something.
Right. Okay, abominable means you're not able to do something as such.
Ma'am, ability.
Okay, anyone else? Can anyone else tell me the meaning of abominable? Abominable means terrible. What does it mean?
Terrible.
Abominable means
Terrible.
terrible, right? A terrible
Terrible.
situation, or at a terrible age, right? Condition. That's the meaning of abominable. Clear? The next
Yes,
word
ma'am.
is frigate. What's the meaning of frigate? Frigate.
Ma'am, the frigate is a type of warship.
The type of worship. Anyone else can tell me the meaning of frigate?
Ma'am, can we say it's like fragile, like holding it with care, something like that?
No, it is referred to as a warship, right? War-sized ship is known as frigate, right? A very big, huge ship which is used basically in wars. That's known as frigate. Got it?
Okay, ma'am.
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
That is a frigate. Next word is. Wait, I'm sharing the screen with the people so it will be easier for us. You can see my screen now, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So next word is capstan. What's the meaning of capstan?
Ma'am, I think a machine for moving or raising heavy weights. Ma'am, I think.
Okay. Does anyone else have something for the meaning of capstan? Soumya Kapoor, hello, how are you?
Ma'am, like for knitting a rope or winding a
Ma'am,
rope.
good. And you?
I am good. Why are you not joining the SST classes, Soumya?
Ma'am, actually, from 4 5 days, I'm just getting up late.
That you're not attending the classes, which is not right, but SST is an important subject, right? We cannot skip like that.
Ma'am, like, do we have to tell the meaning of capstan?
Yes, you have to tell the meaning of capstan.
Yes, ma'am, like it's a machine that is used for moving or rising
Yeah, it's a
heavy
machine
weights.
which is used for moving or revolving something, right? It's a
Yes, ma'am.
revolving cylinder, basically, right? That's what capstan is. What's the meaning of indomitable?
Ma'am, yeah. Ma'am, I think in cap, ma'am, I don't.
What is this baby? Can anyone else tell me?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, like, ma'am, something impossible to
Means
defeat or like
impossible.
that.
Indomitable means impossible. Now, girls, I have told you the meanings. Now you will, because only the girls are here, so I can consider it as a girl class. No boy has joined the class. Fine, girls. So yes, now I have told you the meaning. Now please make sentences with these words. Hurry up and send it to me in the group. Make
Ma'am,
sentences,
girls' power.
girl power. Please make sentences and send it on the group. Hurry up. Make sentences with each one of it, each one of the word given here, and send it to me quickly. Hurry up. Are you making sentences, girls?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Finally, a boy has come. Shreyansh. Hurry up, make sentences quickly and send it to me. I'm waiting for you. Hurry up, you girls.
Ma'am, on the third one.
Good.
I'm on the fourth.
Well done. Girls, waiting for your answers with us. Shreyansh, are you here? Shreyansh, can you hear me? Shreyansh, can you hear me? Yeah. Why is it showing disconnected?
Ma'am, done.
Then send it to me, beta. I'm waiting for answers.
Ma'am, sent.
Well done. I have got yes for Edie's work. Children, I have received for Edie's. I'm waiting for yours as well. Hurry up. Then we have to begin with the chapter as well. Faridi, what have you written the last word, beta? Can you please tell me the last sentence, Faridi?
Sorry, ma'am.
What is the last sentence? Can you please tell me, Faridi?
Okay, ma'am. A cancer survivors who goes on to run a marathon.
Beta, you have to write, use the word indomitable. Where have you used that word? Huh? Faridi,
Yes, ma'am.
where have you reused this? And again, frigate is a fine and army. Here you have not used the word indomitable in the sentence. You need to reframe the sentence, beta. Okay,
Okay,
Faridi?
ma'am.
Very good.
Yes,
Zara has
ma'am.
also sent. The remaining girls are also requested to send and the boys as well. Hurry up, girls.
I'm saying.
Okay. Hurry up, children. Others are going to write or not? Soumya.
Mama fifth. Mama fifth
Ma'am, on the
sentence.
last line.
Okay. Sanya, Soumya, Zehra has sent.
Ma'am, on the last line.
Yeah, Soumya.
Ma'am, I have sent.
Yes, only Sanya and Soumya are left. Okay, fine. In the meanwhile, these girls are writing. Let's begin with the story. A very nice story it is, children. Basically, it is again in the form of a letter. Here, a sailor writes a letter to his friend Livesey, right? And that's why he writes the address Old Anchor Inn. Inn means idle and inn means children. What's the meaning of inn? Any idea?
Ma'am, like inside.
In
Inn refers to
like
small
that.
guest house, right? A homestay kind of thing.
Ma'am, like a resort.
No, resorts are very big. Inns are very small guest house. Okay, right? Clear? Okay. So yes, he writes the address and then writes the day and then writes to Mr. Livesey. Right, Zehra, read.
Okay, ma'am. Old Anchor in Bristol, March 117. Dear Livesey, as I do not know whether you are at the hall or still in London, I send this in double to both places. The ship is bought and fitted. She lies at anchor, ready for sea. You never imagine a sweeter schooner. A child might sail her, 200 tons. Name Espinola, it was the crew that troubled me.
Okay, stop here. Right? He writes, Dear Livesey, as I do not know whether you are at the hall or still in London, basically he is not sure where his friend is, right? So I sent this in double to both the places. He has sent this letter to both the places in London as well and to the hall as well, right? Because he is not sure where the friend is staying. Now he writes that the ship is bought and fitted. Bought is the past tense of which verb, children?
Ma'am, bring or ma'am,
Buy. Bought is the past tense of buy, and BROUGHT brought is the past tense of bring. Clear? Is it clear, children?
Yes, ma'am, clear.
Many times children do mistakes in this only, that they write brought instead of bought and bought instead of brought. So always remember the distinction. The past tense of bring is brought. The past tense of buy is bought. Okay?
Bought.
Clear? Good. Right. So he
Yes,
says
ma'am, clear.
that the ship is bought and fitted. She flies at anchor ready for sea. Anchor means, what's the meaning of anchor?
Ma'am, like the anchor of the show, like hosting it.
So sea also has an anchor, no? It's in the shape of like this.
Yes, ma'am.
What, ma'am? See something. I'm trying to draw it. I don't know whether I'll be able to or not. Something like this. It was right, Fareed? I don't know. I'm not able to draw it. Haven't you seen the anchor of the ship? Kids, you have not seen. Sure you have not seen? Yes, Fariji?
Ma'am, it's like the top part, like wherever this yellow, white stuff is, that's the anchor.
No. Anchor is basically put to the shore so that the ship can stay there. Ship cannot go anywhere.
Ma'am, there is only three students are there.
Yeah, only three are there. Can you see this kind of? Can you see this structure? Can you see?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see the anchor of the ship?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. See, as you can see here as well. This like see. This is the best illustration of anchor cable. Right. This is the
Yes.
anchor chain, and this is the anchor. Basically, they have shown a box here, but it is something like this, and they just put it into the water so that this anchor can reach the seabed, right, and can help the ship stay at that place. Got it? Otherwise, the ship will keep on moving with the flow of
Yes.
water, right? Understood?
Okay, ma'am,
Yes.
just like to control it.
Yes. Okay. So here he says that the ship is bought and fitted. She lies at anchor, ready for sea. Like she's ready to for sail. You never imagine a sweet schooner. It is so smoothly, managed. Any even a child can sail her. It's so easy to sail, right? 200 tons, like the weight of the ship is 200 tons, and he has named the ship as Hispaniola, right? It was not the ship that troubled me, it is the crew that troubled me a lot. He says, the ship is fit and fine, the ship is perfect as it can be. I have no trouble regarding the ship. What I'm troubling about is the crew members. What he doesn't have right now, he doesn't have the crew members, right? What are crew members, children?
Yes, ma'am.
What are
Ma'am,
they?
the crew, the staff.
Hmm?
Ma'am, the staff.
The staff, right? The people with the help of whom he is gonna go. Yes, Sarah, read next. Sarah, but you have also not joined the class of SST, I think, for a couple of days.
Ma'am, actually, I was not well, so ma'am, like I have joined late.
Okay, please take care of
And ma'am, that's why I'm not joining since ma'am 2 days.
Okay, no worries. So, are you ready
Yes, ma'am.
to read?
Ma'am from which para?
You have to read from the third para. I wish a round score of men.
Okay, ma'am. I wish a round score of men. In case of native buccaneers or the odious French, and I had worry of the deuce itself to find so much as half a dozen till the till, till the most remarkable stroke of fortune brought the me very man that I required.
Okay, right? So, as she saw, she read that. He said that I wish a round score of men. What's the meaning of round score of men, children? What do you mean a round score of men? Around 20 men.
Ma'am, like there were men, a lot of
Around 20 men, a round score of men refers to. In case of native buccaneers, what's the meaning of buccaneers? What do you mean by native buccaneers?
men. Ma'am, like barriers.
Oh, it means the native sailors. What does it mean? It means
Ma'am,
the
a
native
native sailor.
sailors, right? The native sailors who sail the ship, right? He said that in case of native buccaneers or the odious French, odious means the old French kind of people who are very much into these thingy. I had the worry of deuce itself to find so much as half a dozen. I need around half a dozen men, and I have no idea from where am I gonna get them. Half a dozen means how much, children?
Yes, mom, it counts. Mom, in counting it like mom
6.
6.
Right, right. So,
Ma'am, Paridhi is saying that the network is not working, it's not supporting.
Sunny, what is happening today? This thing is having any trouble, I think.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I am able to see your screen as stuck. And ma'am, your photo image also.
So, yes, done. So now he says that these people worry me because the most required remarkable stroke to fortune brought me the very man I required. Even I was worrying about all this, and suddenly something wonderful happened. A remarkable stroke of fortune brought me. Like, मतलब एक किस्म की सबसे अच्छी चीज हुई that I met the very man I required. I met a man who was absolutely like my needs. Okay, Sanya, read about who this man was.
What?
Hmm.
I'm sorry, I'm not able to hear you.
I asked you to read the next paragraph. I was standing on the
Okay,
dock.
ma'am. I was standing on the dock when, by the merest accident, I fell and talked with him. I found he was an old sailor, kept a public house, knew all the seafaring men in Bristol, had lost his health ashore, and wanted a good berth as cook to get to sea again. He had hopped down there that morning, he said, to get a smell of the salt.
Okay, so I was standing on the dock, right? What do you mean by dock, children? What is the meaning of dock?
Mom means to carry something.
No.
Mom, like the
Ma'am,
port.
the ship dock.
Yes, the ship's dock, right? I was standing under the ship, the way ships are parked, that's also known as dock. I was standing on the dock when, by the merest accident, I fell in talk with him. I fell in talk with him means I started talking to him. Him here refers to the man he was talking about. I found he was an old sailor. Who was he?
He was an old
Sailor.
sailor.
Yes. He was an old sailor, kept a public house, knew well about seafaring. Okay, like he's better in all the seafaring men in Bristol, right? And had lost his health ashore. While he was ashore, he lost his health. His health is not being good, doing good, and he wanted a good berth to cook to get to see the sea again, right? He wanted to now join any ship as a cook because he wanted to join the ship again. He did not stay at home. Okay, he had hobbled down there that morning, and to he said to get a smell of salt. Clear? Clear this much? Can we move to the next one now?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
mom.
Okay. Zara will read next.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, I was monsterly touched, and so would you have been. And out of pure pity, I engaged him on the spot to be ship's cook. Long John Silver, he is called, and has lost a leg, but that I regard as a recommendation since he lost it in his country's service under the immortal hawk. He has no pension life. See, imagine the abnormal age we live in.
Abominable age means? Abhi, we have just read this word now. Tell me.
Have a
Mom,
long
can you
life.
please repeat?
Hanji.
Ma'am, maybe a long life.
Very bad, very old age he is, like very terrible. He says that I was monstrously touched, right? He hobbled down there. He said he wanted to get a smell of the salt, right? The old sailor wanted to work back on the sea, but since he has lost his hand and things like that, people were not employing him. I was monstrously touched. I was very touched, right? Who was touched, children?
Ma'am, the writer.
The
Ma'am,
Ma'am, the writer.
right? I was monstrously touched. So what you would have been if you would have here, and right, and then he says, out of pure pity, I engaged him. So it's a background rookie. I engaged him and on the spot to be ship's cook. उसके बाद ही I hired him as my ship's cook, right? But yeah, long ago, John Silver, he has called, right? He lost his leg, right? Since he lost leg while serving in India's, right, in serving in his country's best service, like immortal, right? So he lost his one leg, but that I regard as recommendation because the country service he has left his leg, but the country is neither providing him anything. Now, okay, the country is neither providing him a what do we call it? Remuneration, okay, retirement pay. Nothing has been providing to him. No bag of no. He doesn't even have pension as well. And let's see, imagine abominable age we live in. He's somebody who is so talented, who has helped us in this manner, but still these poor people will not have security at times, right? Security of work, right, children? Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Shall we move to the next?
Yes, ma'am, on the next.
Yes, who will read now? Who will read now? Hurry up there. Who will read? Sarah will read. Sarah, can you read?
Yes, ma'am.
Sarah,
Yes, ma'am.
read.
Ma'am, but I'm not able to see the page.
What, Sarah?
Ma'am, can you show the next? Yes, ma'am.
Can you see
Yes,
the
ma'am.
screen,
I'm just
children?
reading. Yes, ma'am. I'm just reading, ma'am. It's visible now. Well, sir, I thought I had only found a cook, but it was a crew I had discovered. Between Silver and myself, we got together in a few days, a company of the toughest old souls imaginable. Not pretty to look at, but fellows by their faces of the most indomitable spirit. I declared we could fight a fight.
Okay. Frigate. Fighter. What, Peter?
Frigate.
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 Well, sir, I thought I had only found a cook. At first, I thought, okay, he's just a cook I've got. But it was an entire crew I had discovered. How? How can one person become a crew? So he did not become the crew. Between Silver and myself, we got together in a few days a company of 100 toughest, right? Toughest of most of our rituals, right? Whom did he got him engaged with? Like he saw that okay, he's going to what? Right? So yeah. Now he says that yeah, between Silver and myself, we got a few days a company of toughest old souls imaginable. Like you can only imagine the crew like John Silver provided me. Not too pretty to look at. They were not pretty, right? Because we all know that these people are never pretty. But my voice is cracking, it might be error. We have seen it. Sailors always look a bit dangerous, kind of. Right? That's how sailors look like. One picture you can see here as well. Right? A long, long ago, the right? Hurry up, kids. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So later, John got rid of the two of the six or seven I had already engaged. Like before hiring John Silver, he had already engaged or hired 2, 3 people. But then John Silver was like, no, they're not the right fit for our sale. We cannot take them. And he removed them. Okay, understood. Did that. Which was not good. But he wanted to do it, so he did it. Next, right? Next is yes. Long John even got rid of the two of the six handles for cases. Kids, can you hear me?
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
in between your voice is stuck.
What? Hello?
Ma'am, between your voice is breaking.
My voice is breaking.
Ma'am, now it's coming. Ma'am, now it's coming okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
So now
Yes,
Long John even got rid of the two of the six I had already engaged. He showed me in a movement that they were just a sort of freshwater swaps we had to fear in an adventure of importance. He was like, these are not the right fit, right? They will just make a travel or make a journey difficult instead of helping us. Right, Sarah? Your pause. Okay. And the most magnificent hill, right? Okay. Soumya, can you please read it? The last paragraph. I am Soumya. Soumya, can you read it? Soumya, can you read it? Sarah, better you read it.
okay, ma'am. Long John even got rid of two. Sorry, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm just reading.
You have to read to the next one. I am in the most magnificent.
Yes, ma'am. That's why I stopped. I am in the most magnificent health and spirits, eating like a bull, sleeping like a tree. Yet I shall not enjoy a moment till I hear my old tarpaulins tramping around the captain's seaward ho, hang the treasure. It's the glory of the sea that has turned my head. So now, luxury compost, don't lose an hour if you respect me.
So now he says that. Now, who is saying this? Mr. John is only saying it. I am in the most magnificent health and spirits, eating like a bull. I'm eating the best of my capabilities. I'm doing very well. I'm very healthy, sleeping like a tree. And yet I shall not enjoy a movement till I hear my old trampolines tramping around my capstan. Basically, he wants that I'm missing you. I'll be able to enjoy it only when you will be here. Seaward ho, hang the treasure. It's the glory of the sea. I'm going to hang my treasure once I've achieved it by the glory of the sea. Right? That has turned my head. Now I'm very much focused. So now